England have won the toss in the first one-day international between them and the West Indies, being played at Derbyshire. The score after 30 overs, England 162 without loss. Yes, you heard that right. After 30 overs, England are 162 without loss, with Bowmont on 69 and her partner Jones. Jones is on 86. Amy Jones, I think, is her name, and Tia Bowmont. However, Bowmont is on 69 and her partner Amy Jones is on 86. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. I thank you for being here. I appreciate your company. And as usual, I look forward to your interactions. Please remember to slash a like on the video, click on the subscribe button, and share the live stream with your friend. Claxton is back into the attack. She bowled 2 overs early and she will get the breakthrough. No. It dropped in no man's land just inside the circle at mid-on, but the long-on fielder was back on the boundary. So one more to the total that now push Jones up to 87 and Bowmont comes into strike. Claxton 2.1 overs, none for 18. Her first 2 overs went for 17 runs. Let's watch now. She's over the wicket. Bowls to Bowmont, who looks to pull into the hand side. They go through for a quick singer. The fielder at mid-wicket cannot prevent it. England gone up to 164 without loss. So if we think yesterday was bad, then today maybe is a step down. Is a step down. 164 without loss after 30.2 overs. We could be looking at another 400 score here, you know. We have to get it right from here. Claxton to Jones, and Jones hit this high in the air, down towards mid-wicket, 1 bounce 4. Oh, lovely shot by Jones. She was on the back foot and she pulled it away for 4. 168 now. 168 without loss. Thank everyone for being here. This is a hard road to travel. And it's a mighty long way to go. Oh, it's a hard road to travel. And it's a mighty long way to go. 168 without loss in over number 31. Jazara Claxton is going to come in now and she's going to bowl to Jones at 91. She's in, bowls to Jones, and Jones driven it back to her drop. That was the first chance of the innings. The only other time that I saw someone looking like getting out was when Tia Bowmont looked to turn Ali Lane and the ball popped out towards the field that cover but never quite reached there. And then that one was driven back to her. Tammy Bowmont is her name and Amy Jones. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's the first chance. It hit straight back to her. Let's see from the sidearm angle. Should have taken. Easy catch. They don't come much easier than that as a bowl and cart. Easy catch. Easy catch. Should have taken it. Hope she holds on to the next one. Would be so happy for her because she did win for 17 in her first 2 overs and this over already gone for 7 runs. But it couldn't be easier. When you're looking for a bowl and cart, easiest way, right here, right here, right here, right here. Those are the 4 easiest spots. And, Claxton outside the half stump, cracks away by Bowmont down to backward point. Good work by the field on the boundary. Limit them to 1. That's good work, though. That's Camber. And I've said that the field in this team has shown some improvement. Yes, it has shown improvement. Despite the drop catch, it has shown some improvement. But that it was an easy catch. It was easy. It was easy. When it comes to bowl and cart, it never came back where she have to decide whether she should have go cups up or cups down. Those are the hard one when it comes to bowl and cart. Those are the hard one. When it's simple right here where you can go cups down easy, or cups up easy, or cups up easy, those are the easier one. But such is the luck. After 31 overs, well, as I came on the live, something happened. Very interesting. Ramarat bowls swept away down to the fielder and the backward square leg boundary. Good morning, Glenn Campbell. How are you? Athena, big up yourself, Athena. Athena, 7 bowlers again. Can't understand Athena. And Ramarat didn't bowl, I think, until the 25th or 26th over, something like that. She must be frustrated, and probably that's why she's not bowling as well as she can, because she's taking so long to bowl as one of the better bowlers in the pitch, that in the team as that played back down on the offside of the pitch, on the onside of the pitch, and she failed, and there is no run. So none for 11 from 2.2 is Ramarat. Yes, Athena, 7 bowlers again. Can never understand it. And you leave out a genuine batswoman like Rihanna Agreement to play a 7th bowler. Somebody explain that to me. Ramarat, dropped again. Oh, it's dropped again by Ramarat. Amy Jones down the pitch and hit it hard back to her. Really likes it. Oh. Hope she has not hurt herself. I hope she has not hurt herself. That one was more difficult than Jazara Claxton one. Should have been taken. I'm not saying that it should not have been taken. But if you look back at the slow motion, you can see that she was deciding whether to go cups down, cups up, and then eventually she goes sideways like this. And because of those decision making, look how long the injury happened and the physio is just running on the field. I honestly thought that she was out there already. When I saw her running coming up, what's going on in West Indies cricket? What's really going on? And that's why people say that I come here and I don't see anything good to talk about. Of course I talk about the good. I just said that the feeling has improved. But I thought that the physio was on the field already. When I looked up and see her running on, I was surprised. I'm telling you the truth, I was surprised because I thought that she was on the field. Let something happen to an English cricketer and see how quick the physio is on the field, even before you know it. Yeah, but it wasn't a hard catch. I think Claxton one was more straightforward. But we dropped 2 catches in 2 overs. So welcome. It's a good thing I come on. So maybe now we can get the wickets. Because, yes. Because as soon as I come on, Ramarat is it to Bowmont, Tammy Bowmont, who looks to reverse sweep. And she gets it away down to 3rd man. Work for the fielder. I don't think it will go into the boundary. She picks it up now and sends the return in. That's after Fletcher. Yes. If you look back at that, you can see that she's definitely has to go through the process of how to catch the ball. If you look back at her, and is that fraction of a millisecond that make it slightly more difficult. Hit away down to mid wicket, chance. Oh, Fraser took it on the bounce. So Ramarat is now causing some issues here. And once again, why it took her so long to come into the attack, I don't know. I don't know. You have to ask Shane Diaz. You have to ask Ailey Matthews. I have my own ideas, but then I'm too much of a conspirator. Ramarat bowls off the back foot. She played it back to her on the bunk. She's still in pain as she has to just catch that one and let it go. As she's still in pain. So 3 overs, none for 15. England after 32 overs are 175 without loss. The bowling looks so tame, especially with fast bowler Cherry and at 50 miles per hour. Well, Glenn Campbell, that's not true. She bowled at 64. Not true. So it's unfair to put that there that she's bowling at 50. She bowled at 64, Glenn Campbell. So I don't know if it's a case that you probably wear glasses and you weren't wearing them this morning, or you just want to be dishonest. But she was bowling at 64. I don't think she was in the playing 11, but she was bowling at 64. Claxton comes in down the pitch, whipped away, down to backward square leg. Good work there. Who is that? It's Ramarak again. Good work. They'll come back for 2 though. She just couldn't have prevented it. She have to move away round to her left. And you know, as she was moving around to her left, she would have been concentrating on her finger. You know. But she did good work because she was at backward square leg and the ball played through forward of square and she came around and stopped it and prevented the 2. And you can see her protecting the finger and you can see that she's in pain. Claxton bowl it away over the top, 6 runs. Bowmont moves up to 83. The score is 183 now. 183 without loss. You know. So Glenn Campbell, I don't think that Fraser should have been in the playing 11, but it's at the same time it's unfair for you to come here and tell a lioner like that she's bowling at 50 miles per hour when in truth and fact she's bowling at 64. So I don't do those things. Don't do those things. Oh, Claxton is losing it here now. She tried to bowl a slow ball and it gone all wrong down the leg side wide. 184 without loss in over number 33. It's going to be a rough day. Rough day. You know, thank you all for tuning in all the time. And I know that the viewers here today, they are the hardcore West Indian fans. So please slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. We appreciate. Chance for a wicket. Oh, it gone all the way. It gone all the way. One bounce should say. Down to third man. For a moment there, I thought we got our first wicket. That's what... For a moment, I thought we got our first wicket. It was shot outside the half stump. And Bowmont, using her feet, Claxton saw her coming, dropped it short, but she still just ramped it over the fielder. Down the pitch again. She swings, misses. Mandrew misses also. Let's watch if she gets her inside edge. Yes, she did get her inside edge. So Mangu dropped the catch. It's runs and wickets since runs and chances. So the first one, she was coming down the pitch to Claxton. Claxton saw her coming, dropped it short, and she just ramped it over, slipped down to the boundary for 4. The second one, she came down the pitch. And swung at it. It got the bottom edge. And Mangu dropped the catch, slower delivery down the leg side. Mangu misfield and it goes away into the boundary for 4. Oh, what a keeping performance. Can this get any more embarrassing? In an effort to get Mangu in the team, they use her as the wicket keeper because they are justifying not selecting Rihanna and Agreement. And the other players who are left in the Caribbean, but they're not here now. So when this is not when we discuss who is not in England. I've always tried to keep those principles because you have to support the 15 that is England. Claxton bowl short, pull away, high, down towards mid-wicket for a singer. Score goes up to 198 without loss after 32.5 overs. This can go 400 again, I'm telling you. In an effort to get Mangu in the team, they choose her to keep because she can't make the team as a batswoman. She can't make the team as a batswoman. So in an effort to get her, they use her to keep. Claxton, final delivery, pulled away, over mid-wicket. Down towards the mid-wicket boundary. The fielder comes around and they come back for 2. I think that's it for Claxton. The drinks break. I think that will be for Claxton. She bowled 4 overs for 50 runs. She's on debut. Uh, when a player is on debut or ODI debut, for me, they have a pass mark for the first 4 or 5 matches. So I am not one who's going to go in on a young player who's making their debut. To the best of my knowledge, she's probably about 19, 20. And I am not going to go in on a young player who's making her debut. No play at all. They're making their debut. I am not going to go in on them. 4 or 5 matches. She has bowled badly. She has bowled poorly. But that's a stated fact. I'm not going to bash her. It's her debut. It's her first match. That's a stated fact that she has bowled poorly. We saw that. But you can't. We can't bash young players who are making their debut. We have to give them a chance. That doesn't prevent us, though, from stating the fact that she has bowled badly. So back to Mangru now. I think Mangru is being played as a wicket keeper simply because they want to justify playing her in the team. And why Campbell is not keeping, I don't know. In some way, you just think they're doing everything to keep out really an agreement out of the team. That's it how I think. They try to conquer, and is there a personal... We need an investigation into this women team, We need a commission of inquiry into how this women team have been selected. Because we have heard so many things through the grapevine and through our sources. Can't be said here. Can't be said here. And you just... Boy... I'm sad, man. I'm sad. Athena, I said the bowling strategy is directed by Ailey or Shane Diaz. Yeah. As I talk about that, Athena, and if I'm wrong, tell me. In a women game, when West Indies is playing a women game, if Matthews is fit, Ramarak is fit, and Fletcher is fit, we pencil them in as someone who's going to bowl the allotted number of overs. Based on the game scenario, they might not bowl it because they may be taken to the cleaners. That's just the nature of cricket. But when you're picking the side, you pencil in those three as someone who is going to bowl the allotment. There are 3 spinners. Now, reverse sweep goes down towards the boundary. The fielder is giving chase, but it gets there this time for 4. So she's continued to play that shot. So we need to set a field to try and... So she continued to play the reverse sweep, and we still have the short third man instead of we push back the fielder right on the boundary. And at least cut out that shot. Because it seems like that's the only way she can hit Ramarak. That's Bowmont. Once again, the reverse sweep. Push back the short third man on the boundary. They still have the fielder short third man. I don't understand. Force her to play another shot. I don't understand. Good morning, Jamur Small. It's a pleasure having you here, sir. We appreciate it. Ramarak down the pitch, played it back to the bowler, and there is no run. So Bowmont is at 96. And she have passed Amy Jones. When Amy Jones was on 50, I think Bowmont was about 20 or 17. Ramarak to Bowmont off the back foot, beat the inner circle, and it run away down to the cover boundary for 4. That's her 100. Congratulations, Bowmont. 208 without loss in over number 4. This could get to 400. So I was just reacting to you, Athena, that those 3, we expect them to bowl the allotment. 3 spinners. Now you have gone ahead and select 3 seamers. And you expect to get 30 overs out of those 3 spinners. You also more than likely expect to get 10 overs out of Ali Lane. You expect that. So that's 40 overs. Why then now do you need to select 2 more seamers on those 4? 2 more. And on top of that, I'm selecting 2 more seamers. So you have 3 seamer in the team, 3 spinners. Knowing that these white balls don't swing for long, 2-3 overs the most they swing, you went ahead and opened the bowling with Zayda James, although you have 3 seamers in the team. Now I can see a reason for opening the bowling with Zayda James. I can see a reason. Because in the last 2 T20 matches, Zayda James get a wicket in her first over. So I can say, come Zayda James, bowl the first over. But if she bowl the first over and don't get a wicket, I'm going to say, come seamers. This ball won't swing for long. Let me get you to swing it. I just don't understand the tactics. So tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm going down the wrong road, Athena. Number 1, I don't think you should play the 3 seamers. And number 2, you play the 3 seamers. They must be bowling in the first 10 overs, 10, 15 overs to get the ball to do what they can do with the new ball. You can't be giving seamers old ball and have spinners bowling before them. And what I can understand if you want to play 1 or 2. If you play 2, fine. But if you play 3, you have to get in there with the new ball. Jamal Sumar said, you guys are my eyes today. I'm at work. Big up yourself. It's 208 without loss. Aiden Matthews comes back into the attack. None for 26 from her 6 overs. She has bowled well. Over number 35. Round the wicket, she comes bowled to Amy Jones, who whipped this down to long on for a single. 1 more to the total. It's 209 without loss now. They are going to make 370 minimum. Oh, Mangu drop another catch off Ramarak. Comes in off the back foot. Cut away, can't beat point. So another catch. Mangu is having she's having a poor game. She's having a poor game. Good morning, Sheldon Smith. Welcome, boss. Happy to have you here. Love to see the hardcore cricket fans. Some hardcore cricket fans, Sheldon, Jamor, Glenn Canberra, Athena, and all of you wonderful silent listeners who don't really comment in the chat, but those silent listeners, thank you for being here. So please remember though to slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. Very, very, very important. Please remember. So we can. There's no live poll going on the 8 likes. Down the pitch, come Bowmont and hit Matthews over long on for 6. 217 without loss. She just used her feet, chip down the pitch, and hit the West Indies captain eye over long off for 6. Lovely shot by Bowmont. And she's now really beginning to motor because, as I said, I think when Amy Jones was on 50, she was probably about 17 or 20 or thereabout. But since then, she has catch up and she has passed her and she has shown clear intent. Round the wicket, Matthews, ball to Bowmont, a bouncer. It took out Mangro as she's on her back. End of the over, she's up. She catch it. It never hit her in her face. But that was a vicious bumper by Matthews. She banged it in and said, hold that. It wasn't an half break. It was vicious. That was clear intent there. A lot of emotion in that delivery. She banged it in. And poor Mangro was in some danger. 217 without loss after 35. So good. That was a vicious delivery. I love that. I love that from the captain. So 217 without loss. $35 overs have been bowled. So let's watch as Jones at 97. She's going to take strike from Cherry and Fraser, whose 5 overs went for 24 runs. That's not bad in the context of the game. However, she didn't look threatening and at any time looks like she will get a wicket. Cut away, through the offside down to cover for 4. Different time now, though. I think that when she bowled at the top of the innings, 100 for Jones. So both openers are 100. I think when Cherry and Fraser opened the bowling, she and Zayda James opened the bowling. Number one, Bowmont was struggling, and it was the start of the innings, and the ball was swinging around a little. So you can understand her going for 24 from 5 overs then. Not bad bowling. Not bad bowling. You would have loved her to be more penetrative up front. You don't think that she bowled as many deliveries as expected in the right era. Now, let's watch her. She's over the wicket. Bowls to Amy Jones, who played this away to the field at extra cover, and there is no run. Now, she has to bowl really well now if she's to go for less than 10 runs in these last 5 overs that she has to bowl. 10 runs per over. She has to bowl really well because they're going to put down the gas now. So anyhow she bowled for less, anyhow 10 overs going for less than 70, she would have bowled well. Fraser bowls driven. Wide of mid-off, they go through for a single. 1 more to the total. 222 without loss. Yes, Jamor Small is saying my countrywoman expensive. Yes, what? 4 overs for 50 runs. Well, she's on debut, as I said, Jamor Claxton, on debut, you know. You down the pitch, bowled. Well done, Cherry and Fraser. Bowled down as Bowmont came down the pitch, looking to hit her over wide leg and lost her shape, and Fraser got a wicket. Well done, Cherry and Fraser. Congratulations. I think that's our first wicket for the West Indies in what, 2 years? Well done. Finally to see her getting a wicket in one-day international cricket. Down the pitch. You miss, I hit dead straight. Well done. Good morning, Keith Aaron. How are you doing? Happy to have you here. Really appreciate it. Good morning to you too. She's not around today. You know, today's a Friday. She's at the office. And yeah, I won't be able to do this match in its entirety. I have a 3 o'clock meeting at the office. So I would have to leave here by at least 2:30. That's why I was hoping that West Indies bad first, you know, because I think if West Indies had bad first, this match would end before 2:30. But I have a 3 o'clock meeting at the office, so I won't be here. Well, this match may still well done by 2 o'clock. It's now 9:33. So by 10, I think by 10:30, then England innings will finish. and the West Indies innings will start about 11 o'clock. So West Indies not going to bat 3 hours. No. So, yes. So, it appears that I will be able to do the entire match. Not going to bat 3 hours. Keith Aaron said, Carlton, I feel depressed with our teams. I would say to you, Keith Aaron, it's okay to be disappointed, but don't let them depress you, man. Don't make them depress you. Fraser bowls to Lamb. Oh, Lamb is back into this team. Or is it her debut? I don't know that name. Is she on debut? I don't know that name. This is her 15th match. I don't know the name though. Nonetheless, I don't have to know all of them. Clipped away by Lamb, down to backward square leg for a singer. This is her 15th match. It's good to see her back in the team. Yes, Keith Aaron, don't let them depress you, my friend. Be disappointed, of course. Express your feelings, of course. But don't let them reach the point where they have that control over you where they can make you depressed. No, don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. Because in the end, they don't care one hell about us, It's just we can't help ourselves. But they don't care one hell about us. I can bet you right now, Ramarak round the wicket, bowls, turn away by Lamb. Big Kriana Joseph at short finally. Oh my Lord. Good work though by the athletic Claxton, but she cannot prevent two. It's Matthews back into the attack. It would be interesting to know Matthews round the wicket. Bowls to Jones. Jones clipped this away through mid-wicket. One more to the total. 227 for one. It would be interesting to know if the West Indies team is training at this moment. If they are training at this moment, fine. But if they are not training, it would be interesting to know how many of them watching this match. Of course, from the hotel room or wherever they may be. They will not be at the ground. The ground is far away. So don't let them disappoint you. They don't care. We are the ones who care. We are the ones who cannot help ourselves. Looks to reverse sweep. Mango took the catch out. Lamb goes for two. So Matthews got the breakthrough. She looks to reverse sweep. Came off the bat. Mango took a dolly. West Indies, England, 227 for two after 36.3 overs. So what happened? What happened, Keith Aaron, is that off the bat onto the shoulder lob, the keeper runs about 2 meters and then took the catch behind her. So well done, Mangrove. As Lamb looked to reverse sweep and she's out. What happened, Keith Aaron? We are so emotionally invested and they don't care. They don't have the pride or the passion that we have. And when they go on the field and they do their foolishness, we curse among ourselves. So maybe we even need to stop it. Who is invited to the post-mortem report of the West Indies women team? That's a good one. That's a good one, Athena. That's a very good one. Also, today's public holiday in Trinidad. Okay, cool. Indians Arrival Day. Respect to all Trinidadians and appreciate your day. And enjoy it and have fun. Respect every time. Whenever there's a holiday. We don't have any such holiday in Jamaica by that name. I guess every country has their different holidays. So respect, enjoy the holiday, have fun, do something memorable. Create some memories today. It's a holiday, so create some memories, something that you will cherish for years to come. Shot by Matthews. She pulled away down to backward square leg for a single. I think Matthews is bowling quick here, 61 mile per hour is that one. So she's not bowling any floaters. She's angry. Well, at least that's good. The West Indies is not bowling straight enough. They need to be boarding. I think you want to say bowling. They need to be bowling stump to stump. Let me read what you said, because when I try to interpret what person said, sometimes I heard that's not what they are saying. So I'll read what you said. The West Indies is not bowling straight enough. They need to be boarding stump to stump. I don't know. I interpret that you want to say bowling stump to stump, but I can't be sure, because persons are nitpicking these days. When when they say something and you interpret what they mean and you mash up the foolishness they're saying, they come back and say that's not what they mean. So I don't want to interpret what if you are saying bowling stump to stump, because you have boarding stump to stump, and you probably mean something else that I don't know about, a jargon or so on. Keith Aaron, what generally do, we are watching a women game, so we try to give the women the support. We watched a men game yesterday, and we at no time did we talk about the women. So now we are watching a women game. I only think that it is fair that we really don't talk about the men. I know that I said I can bet you that none of the men are watching this game, but you understand in context in which I said. That one was hit away for 6. Just hit over long off. She just stand up and slapped it disdainfully. It has gone. Amy Jones, she's on 212 now. Sorry, 212, 112. Just slapped away. She just stand up and slapped it away. Short again, pulled away down to corner 4 more. That's Cherry and Fraser. Short, pulled away down to corner for 4. 239 for 2. Just pulled away down to corner for 4. Well, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. Fraser bowls. And short, nothing delivery, and the batsman just guided it down to third man for 4 more. 62 miles per hour. It was short, wide outside the half stump, and Jones said, "Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The screws are coming off here. This is embarrassing." And if the cricket, if the director of cricket doesn't realize that this experiment with Shane Diaz not working, it's not working. Comes in, bowls, driven, missed, through to the keeper. Lovely delivery that doing, man. Oh, what a delivery by Fraser. Oh, this girl is frustrating me. Look at that delivery. Look at that delivery from Fraser. And they don't even showing it over. Driven down the ground to mid-off, and there is no run. The delivery that Fraser bowled 2 deliveries ago. If you can bowl that ball, why you don't go into the nets and bowl it and bowl it and bowl it until you can repeat it and repeat it and repeat it until you can't get it wrong? Full toss now, clipped away. Down to the fielder coming in from the mid-wicket boundary. 1 more. So 15 out of that over. 15 runs out of that over. 7 overs, 1 for 46. England 244 for 2 after 38 overs. 12 to go. Brunt is on 1. Jones is on 121. Yes, so, you look at that delivery bowl by her and you're saying, but boy, you can really bowl that, Fraser. You can really bowl that. Why aren't you bowl it more often? Yeah, Keith Aaron, I think that from what I heard about Robin Singh, I remember Keith Aaron for about 2 years now. You have been talking about Robin Singh, and I used to welcome the conversation, but I never zone in on it because I appreciate everyone who express themselves, and I know I don't know everything, but I used to react to it. I used to talk about it. But since then, my research have been showing me that Robin Singh is the real deal. So it's very interesting. Matthews swung away down to the mid-wicket. Carlton, I agree. I grew up when Sobers captained the West Indies when Basil Butcher Sr. was it Varner? I don't know that word. Sad to say, the ship is sinking at Tina. I agree with you. Off the back foot, swung away, out caught. Matthews picked up the wicket. So she looked to swing that away, and A.B. Jones goes for 122. West Indies have picked up their third wicket. Well played, Jones. 246 for 3 in over number 39. Ramarak is up, smiling. Ramarak taking the catch. It was short. She rocked back on the back foot. It never came right out of the screw, and Ramarak took the catch on the deep mid-wicket boundary. Was it Ramarak? Think it was Ramarak. Gajnabi took the catch on the deep mid-wicket boundary. Good morning. Was looking basically though, Kingman. If you listen to us often enough, especially in the women game, we accept the fact that the quality is not good. I don't think it's quite 8 players because, well, Ramarak, Fletcher, Matthews. Well, maybe. I don't think Canberra can get in the England team. So. But we know what puzzles us is the decision making. I think the last time West Indies beat England in an ODI match in England was in 1979. I was in primary school that time. Those were the days you're in primary school and you read up about George Edley and so on. Those look at George Edley books and Garfield Sobers. Matthews played this down to Matthews bowled to Brunt, who played it down to Longer for a single. So we don't really need to dive into that conversation, Kingman, because generally everyone here accept that England is a far better team than us. Now that you have said that though, tell us. So all of you I saw a number of persons over the past pointing out the fact every time we do a woman watch along, we see those statements like the one Kingman made. The team is just not good. The team is just not good. And we know that. Now, Kingman, What's the way forward? I have listed a number of things that can be done for the team to go forward. What's the way forward? Tell us. So that's what I really want to know now. What's the way forward? Who's going to score 300 for West Indies? Even if Ailey score 150, who's making the rest? 248 win already. What England need to do is just to win the game before the rain come. What they need to do is just to retire out every batsman, and start bowling at West Indies right away. Because you cannot declare in limited overs cricket, but then there's a way around that. You can just retire out every batsman, allow them to come to the crease, then they retire out, the next one come in, retire out, and try and win the match before the rain comes. So Cyber Brunt just reverse sweep in there, but she never get it quite out of the middle of the bat. It's now 249 for 3 after 39.1 overs. So it's Ramarat back into the attack. 4.1 overs, none for 24. Sheldon, I really think that England could, well, that side clear. The other side, you see a lot of clouds. Well, it's England, so probably sometime even when the clouds are dark in England, rain not falling. Ramarat bowls down the pitch, comes Dunkley, cannot beat mid-wicket, and the score remains at 249 for 3. Good morning, Roddy Latu. What's good? The pass a total way West Indies can win already, man. Down the pitch, driven down to long on for a single. And 250 up for England. On our best day, if everything clicks with the batting, Matthews make 150. Quiana Joseph made 63. Campbell made 55. Zayda James made 40 something. I think 45 or 46. Well then, and if all of those things happen, Ali Lane rediscover a form and make a 20 ball 35, then we can probably chase down 350. I know you're going to say wishful thinking, but if you don't think that way, you're mad sometimes. You have to just things. You have to just go in a fantasy world sometimes. That's just the nature of human beings. Sometimes you just move into that fantasy space and move away from reality, and just stay in that fantasy space as long as possible. You have to come back to reality, but you try to stay in that fantasy land as long as possible, eh? Taylor and Dutton retire from ODI. No, Taylor is actually in England. Dutton was injured at the double PL, and we have not heard anything. We only heard that she has been injured, and that's and those are the things that not that the team is weak, not that the team doesn't have quality. We know that, and we need to put measures in place to improve the quality of the team. But then some look at simple basic things like, some simple basic things like, and I said this before, that Dutton is injured. Nobody come out and said DeAndre Dutton has an ankle problem and it will take 6 weeks for it to recover. We don't know. We don't need to know the detail of the ankle problem, But just say what it is and give us a time frame. That is good public relation. That is respecting your stakeholders. That is respecting us, the fans. You're there behind a microphone and you say we are encouraging the fans to come out. We need the fans' support. We hold the fans dear. The fans mean everything to us. We represent you. That is just talk. Just do the courteous thing. Stephanie Taylor has an issue with her knee. It needs to be operated on, but the decision is taken not to operate it at this time. We are going to treat it and allow her to play. She may not be able to play from the game, but we are treating the knee. It's an ongoing situation. If the decision is made to operate on it, we will tell you, and so you will know. That's how you show respect to the fans. You don't have to tell us exactly what the problem is with the knee. That's how you show respect to your fans. Not coming around and saying that we respect you. You mean a lot to us. We're asking you to support the team, blah, blah, blah. Show it by your actions, not by your words. As someone said the thing. I don't know if I'm wrong. Them say I no sense. My grandmother said I'm a fool. I chat more foolishness than sense. So maybe I chat another set of foolishness again. So that's what she said. Chat more foolishness than sense. Score is 257 for 3 at the end of over number 41. 257 for 3. It's 257 or 258. My screen is saying 258 for 3, but this is behind. I don't understand this. The score on my screen is running behind today. Sometimes it runs ahead, but today it's running behind. And it's like the scoreboard not coming up. So probably my screen is right and the scoreboard is wrong. That's why there's no scoreboard. I understand, yes. Driven to the field that at extra cover, Cherry and Fraser. So it's 258 for 3. That's why there's no scoreboard on the screen for those of you who are watching it. They are working it out. And that's why, yes, it's back up now and properly. And that's why I always said to persons, when I'm doing matches, when I'm live streaming match, even in West Indies cricket, even at the highest level, that this match has been played at England and they have to work out. There was a challenge with the scoreboard. They fix it quickly because they are pro. They are pro and they have the crew to do it. In my situation, where I have a 13 or 14-year-old boy or girl scoring, it will take them longer because I have to guide them through the process. And I'm not going to do it because I'm teaching them. So if I grab it from them and do it and fix it within a minute or 30 seconds, it doesn't help them to do the correction under pressure, because I would have done it for them under the pressure, and I want them to learn it under the pressure. So they are able to do it. Ailey just need at least 2 players to support her strongly when batting, and we could do well. We agree with that, Roddy Latu, but what we are asking is, how do we improve West Indies cricket on a whole? So we're not dependent on 1 or 2 players, like our Dutton and Taylor and Cherry and Chinel Henry. Ramarat bowls to Cypher Brown to reverse sweep down to third man, and they will come back for 2. Now, Dutton, Chinel Henry, and a very fit Stephanie Taylor in this team right now, right here in England, is a different West Indies team, completely different West Indies team. England will be 286 for 3 after 41.5 overs. They would not be. Rama bowls off the back foot. She cannot beat mid-wicket, and there is no run end of the over. At the end of over number 42, Ramarak 6 overs has gone for 38. England are 268 for 3. They want to be 268 for 3 after 42 overs. Well, let's say it will be a far more competitive match if those 3 were in the squad. So we know that. What I'm asking is, how do we create more Matthews? How do we create more Henry? Or do we create more Taylor and more Dutton? Those are the things that I'm asking. Why is it that we continue to frustrate Rihanna Grimman when she's clearly only Matthews in this team can bat better than her? Why do we continue not to play her? Why do we continue to play 7 bowlers? 7 bowlers. Mark you, 4 of them can bat a little. But why do we need to play three other bowlers? Why? Those are the little things. Why do we play 3 seam bowlers and open the bowling with a spinner when we know that the ball is going to swing for only 2 or 3 overs? Those are the things we already know. We have not beaten England since 1979 in England. We don't expect to win. But these little decisions, we need to improve on them. And that's the point that I've been making. I've been making that point about the women team. And that's why I continue to say that Shane Diaz needs to go. Because it's not the lack of quality is my challenge. I can live with the lack of quality. I can't live with the decisions making. The decisions making. It doesn't seem to have the logics. You play the extra fast bowler and leave out the second best batswoman in the squad in England. Well, the third best because Stephanie Taylor is there. As that one is scooped away down towards fine leg. Chase again for Claxton. Fleet-footed. Catch up to it. Sends a return in 2 more. It's 273 for 3. You know, so those are the things. So when we reach there, so now we can. So Rodilatu, tell me what we need to do. I think we need to get girls at the primary school level, get involved in cricket just like the boys so we can get them playing proper cricket shots early. Thank you, Kingman. I know Trinidad takes girls from the hockey camp to work with, but I don't know about their other islands. Thank you. Julian Bennett said they are playing favorites. I want to tell you, Julian Bennett, that is something that is said in many, many circles. Many, many circles that is said. Many. That is something that is said in many, many circles. Absolutely. Whole heap. Bold. Bold down. Fletcher picked up her first wicket. As Dunkley looks to sweep, went too far across her stump, and Fletcher get that one to come off the pad and knock back the stump. So we are going to limit them to less than 350. Definitely. And if we limit them to less than 350, can we hope against hope that we can win? So jury on the truth is Dunkley gone bowled by Fletcher, 274 for 4 after 42.4 overs. So yeah, it is said, it is something that is said far and wide. But as I said, there are a number of things that been said that I can't really, things are always being said, but you can't say everything. The phone calls that you get, the emails that you get, the pictures that you are sent. The pictures that you are sent. But one of the things to be good at what I'm doing is for people to trust you. You know, so when somebody said, Mr. Brown, here are some pictures, but it's for your eyes only. I'm going to tell you something, but leave it as it is. You will have the knowledge, but leave it as it is. You can't talk wide outside the half stump by Fletcher, 275 for 5. You can't talk, you know. Surendra Dulat said the immediate way forward for West Indies women not to play such good teams as England and Aussies and have more internal competition and better organized club structure in each territory. These mismatches are bad. Swung miss by Cypher Brown. She's on 21 from 17 deliveries. She swung at that one and misses it. So Surendra Dolot, you know, once again, what? So the over is finished. From doing this show over the past 3 years, 4 years, I realized that a number of persons, the vast majority, don't realize the link between the women team and Cricket West Indies getting, what is it, roughly 30 million US dollars from the ICC each year. Without the women team playing, you cease to become a full member. And if you cease to become a full member, then you now become an associate member. And when you become associate member, you don't get $1 million a year from the ICC. So it's one thing to say we must play these tournaments, these bilateral series. It's absolutely important. The women team, even the under 19 team, without under, those are criteria that the ICC have put in place for you to remain a full members. You have to have a woman program and you have to have the under 19 program too. So these matches has to be played. West Indies can't back out and say they're not playing England, they're not playing Australia, and so on, you know. Let's hope the captain scored over 100 today. Let's rally. Wow, that would be nice. See? What fun we'll have. Instead of 100 person watching, we'll have 2,000-3,000. Slappy there. Who is that in the 72? Slappy. That fielder didn't care. All up your face. Gajnabi. She should have stopped that. Hit down to long on. She came around and just casually stretch out her hand, allow the ball to hit off her hand and go into the boundary for 4. It was a bad delivery from Ramarat though. It was a full toss, but she should have taken the catch. But she was on the boundary sleeping. She reverse sweep down to short fine leg. One more to the total. End of over number 44. Gajnabi 7 overs, none for 49, going at 7 runs per over, but she's bowling these death overs. Will we be able to chase her a total of above 340 successfully? In reality, no. In fantasy land, where Matthews crack a double 100 and Quiana Joseph blaze a quick fire 60 yard, and Ali Alain came in and hit away some balls, and Zeta James jukes around for 130 or 135, probably, yeah, that's a fantasy land. The only way for the West Indies women cricket in West, let me read what you said. Cut away down to this field and the cover boundary for 288. So Jorian Bennett is saying the only way for the women cricket in West Indies to get better and cricket in the Caribbean overall is for the selector to stop playing favorite season. So Jorian Bennett, wide outside the off stump, 289. Take it from me, and I'm saying this very humble to you, very humble and with all the respect. Our way, my idea, my opinion, your opinions are not going to be the sole thing that is going to improve our cricket. No one person should think that we can solve the cricket of West Indies. What we must do is to make our input and hope that the decision makers pick out what they think is our best input to solve it. But whenever we are giving our opinion, we shouldn't start it by like that, the only way. It's, and I say this humbly and respectful, but it's just a I'm just trying to come up. I'm a teacher, so in my early life, I was a teacher. So our way will never be the only way. Our perception, our opinion will never be the only way, because it always requires more than just our opinion, our perception. So I thank you for your comment, but I appreciate that. Surrender Dollar, respect every time. I try my best, The women can scarcely score 200. Be realistic. But Harvey Lynch, what I said in reality, no, but in fantasy land. So I don't know why you need to say that. And we did last year. We scored 200 and how many we score against India? Almost 300. I could double check that. I'll double check it in the break, Harvey Lynch. We had a big score against India. One of the time we almost thought we were going to chase down our 340 that India had made. One of the times it looked like we were going to chase it down. But I'll double check the exact numbers. I can't recall the numbers right now, but we had a big score. So Patrick Lambert said, with a double from her, we should win, but she needs the support of the other batters. Yeah, but Ali Alain, remember, that's why I said James back into the attack, and that cracks down to long off for 4, 296 for 4, over number 46. The last time Zeta, well, not the last time, the first to last time, because she bowled in the 40, I think she bowled in the death and got 5 wickets, and they tried her again in the next match, and she was taken to the cleaners. So let's see if she can get 5 wickets now and bowl out England, and they don't get 320. Let's see. So so the Alvin Lynch, we're probably just tuning, so you never heard when we were saying that you need to live in fantasy land sometime, man. So sorry, Alvin Lynch. It was not my intention to laugh. With a double from her, we shouldn't yet. Not sure. We need to develop a more tactical batting in the West Indies. Our batting is one of our downfall. Yes, and Shane Diaz is damaging the batting. is swinging from the hip mentality is damaging our batting. I am telling you, it's absolutely damaging our batting, you know. Hindi here, over the top. Chase for the field at mid-off. Claxton will get to it if anyone can. Brilliant. Oh, but she just, the scoop back wasn't perfect, but she did good work. Good work there from Claxton. Two more to the total. It's 299 for four with one to come in over number 46. So good work there. She's very, very athletic. She played football for her country, you know. Market is a small country, but you only can do where you live. It's where you live, you know. But she played football for her country. Did she? Has she done track and field too? Probably. Zeta James in, bowls driven down to long on for a single. That's the England 300. 300 for four after 46 overs. 1 minute. 300 for four after 46 overs. So Harvey Lynch, you know, man, with him big bold self. Oh, what you idiots are talking about. These women can only score 200. Be realistic. Driven down wide of long off for a singer. The ladies are not putting a price on their wickets, said Jory and Bennett. You know, one of the suggestions that I will make, swung away down to backward square leg for four. Oh no, stop by her big boot. Who was that? I just saw big boot came out and stopped it and they came back for three. She's in pain now, is it? That's Gajnabi. That was sung away down to back with a square leg and the fielder came around. It's a shame. Fletcher bowls to Brown to play this down to long off for a single. One more to the total. It's 306 for four. After back foot goes, caps and steer this down to backward point and they come back for two. 308 now for four after 46.4 overs. 308 for four after 46.4 overs. I don't know why my scorecard is so slow today. There are times when it is ahead of me and there are times when it is behind. Today it's behind. But that's the nature. 309 now for four after 46.5 overs. One delivery to come in over number 47. They call her Muma. She's the veteran of the team. Fletcher over the wicket with her leg spin ball short. Cypher Brunt on the back foot and played it down to Cherry and Fraser on the long off boundary for another singer. The return comes in on the bounce to Fletcher, who catches it. 310 for four at the end of over number 47. So Harvey Lynch from Guyana is saying, oh, that comment gone. Sorry, Harvey Lynch. So now both the men and women giving away over 300 runs. Somebody put a hand. Finish that for me, please, Sheldon. Our high score in ODI is 368 for 8 against Sri Lanka, said Patrick Lambert. Thank you. How many did we make against India last year? We made a big score against India last year in one of the matches. Please tell me, Patrick Lambert. James bowls down the pitch, come Brunt and hit it away for. They're gonna check if it's 6 or 4. I think it's 6, but they'll double check it. If a sport is not nurtured at school level, a country can never put quality teams on the field. Yeah, but where does the money comes from to nurture it at school level? Because that's another thing. Jamaica is extremely strong in track and field. And we are the top country in the Caribbean in football. We are the top country in the Caribbean in netball. Maybe another country can take up the cricket. So we know that it needs to be nurtured in schools, but that's where the money comes from. I once said that Cricket West Indies need to give the Intersecondary Schools Sport Association in Jamaica $1 million to run the cricket program in the schools in Jamaica. 1 million. 243 was the highest we made in that series against India. Thank you very much. But the point is that one of the time in that innings, you get the feeling that we're going to chase down the runs. Was there a collapse towards the end? Was there a collapse towards the end, Michael Douglas? Because I remember that match. One of the time we get the impression that we're going to chase down the run. So please tell me if we had a dramatic collapse towards the end. Because I was watching that match and there was a feeling one of the time you could see the pressure on the Indian fielders that we were going to chase down the run. Yes, one of my proposals is that Cricket West Indies must give the Intersecondary School Sports Association in Jamaica $1 million. $1 million each year to run a school cricket program. And I think that's one of the ways we can improve it. That's one. As I said, I've made many suggestions. Athena will tell you that I probably have about 10 or 12 suggestions on the table, right, Athena? Many suggestions of how to improve the cricket. So that's another 4 off the bowler of Zayda James as it goes down to wide, long off, or a straight extra cover, whatever you want to term it. So we're really getting some flag in here. 322 for 4 at the end of over number 48. 322 for 4. Please remember to slash a like on the video. It's a very difficult match to do, So to show your support, just please slash a like on the video because I'm telling you, this match is difficult. Fletcher bowls, reverse sweep, can't beat the field at short third man. One more to the total though as they go through. It's 323 for 4 after 48.1 overs. Brunt is on 44. So only 21 likes. We can do better than that. It's a very difficult match to do. Show your support. Up and over as Fletcher, the leg spinner, as it turns across the English captain, Cyver Brunt. She just goes into it and hit it over the top down to the boundary for 4. So lovely shot there by Cyver Brunt. She just comes down the pitch, hit through the line, bend that right knee, very importantly because she needed to go up in the air. So she bend the right knee to get under the ball and hit it over the top down to the boundary for 4. Fletcher bowls to Cyver Brunt, who cannot beat the field at extra cover. I'll wait to see if they get a single or they stayed. No, they stayed. She remains on 48, 327 for 4. We're over number 49. Fletcher, the right arm leg spinner, over the wicket. She goes for the reverse sweep over the top of backward point down to the boundary for 4. as the score moves up to 331 for 4, and the England captain brought up her 50. She's on 52 from 35 deliveries. 8 deliveries to go in the England innings. 8 deliveries to go. And she just reverse swept that down to the backward point boundary for 4. Lovely shot there by Brown. So Michael Douglas, you're checking on it for me if there was a collapse towards the end. Fletcher comes in bold. She went for it again. It outside the half stump. She have given it. I think she's going to review it because, in my opinion, she was it outside the half stump. She has reviewed it, but let's see. The umpires are always in the best position, but I think that she was it outside the half stump. So let's see. Okay, we were 181 for 4 after 33 overs. They had a partnership of 100, yes, and it was same as usual. We believe it was possible until Ailey got out. I thank you, Michael Douglas. Thank you very much. Oh, at first I thought it was outside the half stump. That probably I really want to see ball tracking here. I really want to see ball tracking. Very much want to see ball tracking. Thank you, Michael Douglas. You can look from that replay why I think it was outside the half stump. You know, I really want to see ball tracking here. Umpires call. Oh, she's out. Oh, 2 umpires call. So you see why you have to stay with the umpire's call, because if I was the umpire, I wouldn't have given her out, because immediately I said outside the half stump. But she, the umpire, she thought that it was in line. So those things happen all the while in cricket. It just depends on the umpire on the day. Sports and education should be under one ministry. Cool, Athena. I think that sports and education should be under one ministry. I've never given it any thought. I know that there was a time in Jamaica when it was Ministry of Education, Sports and Cultures, Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture. I remember it was once there. I think the Jamaican government, I don't know if it was this present government or the past government, I think they made a decision that education is so important that they want the minister to be focusing only on education. But I take your opinion, Athena. I can see where you're going with that. You know, I know money is a problem, but we use that excuse too much. Well, I don't think you listen to me enough, Sandra. I think that's probably this is the first time you are listening to me, or probably recently. So, because I am not one who think that money is an issue. I know that West Indies is, while there is always need for more money, I know that there's enough money to improve the game. I know that. I'll say no more than that. Too much for poor administration, I think, is poor, and lack of innovation. And there's also another thing there, Sorenja. Poor administration, lack of innovation, and the will and determination. The will and determination to get it done. And there's also another aspect to it. The politicking. The politics has to come out of it. The West Indies president, as it is now, it appears that he's always in campaign mode. So he doesn't want to take decisions to piss off certain persons. So I agree with your statement, but I think there's additional things: the will and the determination to get it done, and also the politicking. We scored 243 chasing 358 runs against India last year. Yeah, Michael had told us. Yes, thank you very much, though, Patrick Lambert, for doing the research. Ali Alain is back to bowl the final over wide outside the half stump, 333 for 5. Jorian Bennett is saying that is so true. I hope that he would say exactly what is true, because a lot of things that have been said in the comment, and I myself would have said a lot of things. So, Jorian Bennett, which era you are saying? Fletcher, Ali Lane bowls to Harlat, who hit it down to deep mid wicket to Cherry and Fraser, and they get a single. So 334 for 5. We're in the final over. Final over of this match. After this, they will have the break. I don't think I'll end the screen. I'll probably try to play some music and keep the screen up and go and get a comfort break, get something to eat, refluid. Ali Lane bowls caught at mid-off. As the batsman tried to get under that one and hit it over the top, couldn't clear Ailey Matthews at mid-off. Luckily for us, it was Ailey Matthews, although the feeling is generally good. Capsy gone for 24 from 19. Ali Lane there just bowling full and maintaining that full length. Capsy doing her best to get it over the top and was caught at mid-off, or a wide mid-off, by Ailey Matthews, just at the edge of the circle above her head. Yes, it's 334 for 6, Jamor Small. So once again, the West Indies team has to chase over 300 to win a match. And we are seeing this happening so much in England. The fact is, England is always better than us. But as I said again, the poor decision makings is making us play poorer. And that's all the point that I've been making. The team doesn't have the quality, but we can do better than all we are doing if we're making good decisions. Why play 7 bowlers? Why play 7 bowlers and you have the second, and you have an outstanding young batswoman sitting on the bench and you're playing 7 bowlers? Why? Ali Lane pitched up and Dean driven it hard down to the cover boundary for 4. Yeah, why? Why play 7 bowlers? I don't see the need to play. Well, you have to play Alleyne, because at this time Alleyne is clearly ahead of Fraser and Claxton. I don't see the need to play Fraser and Claxton. I just don't see the need. And I'd have preferred to go with Claxton every day over Fraser, because Claxton can give you a 25. Fraser can't give you 10. Play really on a Grimman, who can give you a half century. The batting is already weak. Also, you said that sports and education should be under one ministry. Fair enough, I don't have an issue with anyone thinks so. I asked Hallie Allen comes in, bowls to Dean, short delivery, she dabbed it to short third man, Kriana Joseph somehow stopped it. For a moment I thought it was going to pass her, and thankfully she stopped it. It's 339 for 6 after 49.3. I do not have an issue with someone who think that education should be a solo ministry because of its importance. And I do not have an issue with you, Julian or Athena, who think that it should be twinned with sports. I don't have an issue either way. Hit away, down to deep mid-wicket, catch. Oh, Cherry and Fraser dropped the catch to backside. It was a dolly. And she hide Ali Lane catch, deliberately hide it. That's the corruption that we're talking about in the team. She deliberately dropped that catch because she don't want Ali Lane to get more wickets than her. So she deliberately misjudge it and then make it look like it's difficult. What the backside wrong with you? Sure, man. Me tired of this now. And that's the point I keep on making, End of the innings, 345 for 6. That's the point I keep on making. The team lacks quality. But there are too many little things that go on in the team. The decision making process. Because that decision again, that was a decision again that ended up being the wrong decision. Even if my outburst just now is wrong that she dropped it deliberately, it was a wrong decision she made to get herself into that position. So, say my outburst was wrong. It goes back to the point I'm making. The decision making. Thank you. Also, it's now the innings break. I'll get something to eat, get some refreshment, get my comfort break. I will leave the screen up because it's going to be difficult to set up a screen as just to watch for the West Indies alone. But maybe I should do that. So that someone who come in and want to watch the West Indies innings will be able to watch it. So I will end this and I'll start it. I will just basically end the stream. Don't change anything. Just do over another one. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and see you in about half an hour or so.